Let's just take a minute and think. If you're the president, and when you're moving, cars have to be stopped, you hear stories of a woman died in traffic jam. Someone couldn't access her hospital, but you didn't intend to kill them. Either way you did. As I'm telling you this, the last two tools of last resort, I want to show you as a speaker and sometimes as a leader, because most speakers are leaders, most leaders are speakers. You have power in your hands, power to influence, power to impact, and sometimes power to dictate. How you use your power can affect someone's esteem forever, even when you didn't intend. The choice of words, how you act as you speak to them, will either create them or break them, empower them or disempower them, even when it was unintentional. What I'm trying to say, be careful how you use the power in your hands. An elephant, moving, peaceable, loving, merciful, crossing the road, unintentionally, steps on a rat. What happens to the rat? It's dead. Did it intend? Either way, it's dead. For that reason, therefore, I beg of you, I am giving you these two tools as tools of last resort, but never use them unless you must. The favorite of all Africans. Most Africans, when they are communicating, they start direct attack. But you, Brenda, what's wrong with you? Every time you're the one, direct what? Attack. What I'm saying, when you need people to get to do something, you can use it. It is another way of persuading people to take a particular action. But as what? As a tool of last resort. Instead of reprimanding a child for what they are not doing or what they are doing, first identify with them. If you're a mother, first let the girl child realize that adolescence is normal. I also went through it. I had friends who were tempted to do this and we fought this, so I understand, but this is what it will lead you to, and if you want to overcome this, do this. Second tool of last resort, sarcasm. Sarcasm communicates effectively, meanwhile it delivers the point home. But the question is, should we use it? No, unless as a tool of last resort. Oh, Herbert, we shall not proceed without you. Aren't you the most intelligent, aren't you? Those are the tools of African mothers. What I am saying, as a communicator, those are the things you should use last. And the reason as why sarcasm is always not the first tool to use, people never get to understand the logic behind what you're telling them to do. Actually, let me tell you, they may even understand it, but they'll hate it. That's why many children let go what the manners and disciplines they learned when they're children. Why? The way it was taught to them was either sarcastic or direct attack, and so they hated it. They know it is good, but they hated it. Yet, if we had identified, attacked the problem on the person, offered a solution, cared, they would have accepted, not only because you are in charge, but because they've appreciated why they should do or not do. So sarcasm is a tool of last resort. Third, temper. Let's just take a minute and think. If you're the president, and when you're moving, cars have to be stopped, you hear stories of a woman died in traffic jam. Someone couldn't access her hospital, but you didn't intend to kill them. Either way you did. As I'm telling you this, the last two tools of last resort, I want to show you as a speaker and sometimes as a leader, because most speakers are leaders, most leaders are speakers. You have power in your hands, power to influence, power to impact, and sometimes power to dictate. How you use your power can affect someone's esteem forever, even when you didn't intend. The choice of words, how you act as you speak to them, will either create them or break them, empower them or disempower them, even when it was unintentional. What I'm trying to say, be careful how you use the power in your hands. An elephant, moving, peaceable, loving, merciful, crossing the road, unintentionally, steps on a rat. What happens to the rat? It's dead. Did it intend? Either way, it's dead. It is you in power. How we use it will determine how it affects the people below you. For that reason, therefore, I beg of you. I am giving you these two tools as tools of last resort, but never use them unless you must. Yes, so we are still at temper. This is a rule, Brenda, for you as a communicator. You never speak when emotional. If you're still in your emotions, shut the hell up. Because I assure you, you are surely going to release hell. You're not going to communicate with emotions. It's emotions that are going to communicate through you. A month later, you regret what you say. If you're angry, shut the hell up. If you're too much excited, shut the hell up. I have seen leaders who have made the promises and commitments when they're excited, but they can't fulfill or promise or keep. But because the excitement, we are even going to, it was the excitement communicating. Still emotional? Shut the hell up. How do you use temper as a tool of communication? When people have angered you, they've disappointed you, it's not personal. To show character, first calm down. After you've dealt with it, now come and speak. But remember, when people are used to you for smiling, sometimes stubborn human beings will not take you serious because they're what? Stubborn and stupid. That means, or that justifies why at times you should use temper. Do not communicate when you're tempered and angry, but you should use temper. What do I mean? You come, as you enter that room, you're chatting with Rebecca, but because these guys are being unserious and not taking you serious, the moment you enter the door, you've been telling Rebecca, it's been a very nice lunch, thank you very much. The moment you enter the door, guys, I'm tired. This is the last time I'm talking about this. We cannot be going in circles and circles, doing the same thing, talking about the same thing. I try to show you. I try to feel you. I try to understand you. I helped how you should do it. But all of you are not doing. That's communicating with temper, not temper communicating through you. Meaning you switch from the lovey-dovey, you switch from the civil that they're used to because you want them to take you serious. You can use temper, but after you deal with your emotions and you're just intentional to express that you're disappointed and angry. If you're still in the emotions, again, the rule is, if you're still emotional, the rule is, I've not said never speak. If you're still in emotions, what is the rule? I have not said do not speak. I have said shut the hell up. I have a reason why I'm using the word hell, because I want you to remember this. But at the same time, it is an expression to show you what you actually release when you open your mouth and you're still emotions. When you're still in your emotions, you're only going to release hell. Help us shut the hell up. Because as a leader, just like an elephant, any word you say when you're emotional affects the person who is listening to you. It's going to kill esteem. The things you're going to say, and someone will never trust themselves ever again. The things you're going to say that are going to break someone's confidence to zero. When you're still emotional, I'm repeating it again. Shut the hell up. Do not be emotional and angry and just say, I'm summoning a meeting, call them, I need to talk to them. They're not going to communicate using temper as a tool. No, temper is going to communicate using you as a tool. Before, let me first finish this one. Last one, under tool of last resort, scolding. Cruel, unusual punishment. Scolding is inflicting pain, memorable pain, using words. Words can be more painful than a cut by a panga. You remember in school when those teachers would come and say, now you, Herbert, you're the one who has not paid the tuition, you're the school fees, you're the one shouting. Yay! A teacher would stand on the door and say, you're there shouting, very stubborn. Your father was here pleading to let you eat in school. We are even making you dig, and you're the one who is stubborn. Cruel, unusual punishment. You're speaking to people and people are not paying attention. You've tried to identify with them. You've tried to show that you understand, but let's first deal with this. But they are not. And this guy who's disturbing you, Brenda, he's trying to hit on you, and so he's trying to get attention. And because he's trying to get attention, he's not being cooperative. And you say, you're the one with the cheap, you're the one in second-hand clothes with a very bad odor.